Hi and welcome to V Recap. Today we're going to talk about movie Cargo, released in year 2009 and directed by Ivan Engler Ralph Edit. The movie is from year 2067, in which the Earth is no longer habitable for human beings to live. So humans started living in overcrowded space stations that revolves around Earth orbit. Those people with enough money escaped to a planet named Rhea. Laura wants to join her sister on planet Rhea. Thus, she has taken a job on cargo ship named Cassandra as the crew doctor to earn money. Their final destination is Station 42 that will take 4 years to arrive and 4 more to return back. So the crew will go in cryosleep and will wake up one by one to keep eye on things. Before cryosleep, Laura sends a video message her sister, which will take years to deliver. Then we get to know about the crew of the ship. Captain Lacroix, First Officer Lindbergh, System Administration Yoshida, Prokop, and Vespucci. There's also Decker, a marshal sent by the government because of the recent attacks incident by the machine striker who are against living in the machines. Then the crew went to cryosleep and things went good for 3 years. When it's Laura's turn to wake up, she finds her sister message waiting for her. And Laura sends a message back to her and continue to follows her routine, which includes reading, exercising, and keeping an eye on ship data. On day, she heard a strange noise and follows it, which led her to the cargo bay and heard someone banging the door. She decided to run and was shocked to bang into Decker, who explains he automatically woken up when system finds someone entering the cargo bay. And they both decided to wake up the captain, since it's the rule to wake the captain during unexpected incidents. Once he woke up, all three headed towards the cargo bay and finds astronaut suite thrown on the floor. Lacroix believes that it's the air pressure that thrown them, but later he checks the system and finds multiple illegal access to the bay. After that, the trio suits up and spread to check the cargo area. Laura climbs the upper area, which consists dangerous narrow bridges to walk on. Suddenly, Laura noticed something falling. It is Lacroix. Decker and Laura checks on him and find him unconscious. At that moment, the gate starts closing, so Decker pick up Lacroix and both started running and made it at the end moment. By the time they make out, Lacroix was dead. Since this is an emergency, now he decided to wake up the whole crew. Following the protocol, Lindbergh becomes the captain and take control over the ship and immediately assign the tasks. Yoshida must inspect the logs. Laura must do an autopsy of the body and Prokop and Vespucci must fix the gate. During autopsy, Laura discovers one of the Lacroix's eye as an implant and immediately checks the last recordings and found the unit contains biohazards materials. As per their shock PC, according to them, they're transporting construction materials. Laura and Decker return to the cargo bay and with the help of Lacroix's card inspects the unit. After inspection, they were shocked as they found sleeping humans in the container. With the help of Prokop and Vespucci, they take one of the unit to inspect in the lab. Lindbergh was not happy about it as they were not allowed to mess up with the cargo. Laura started a full inspection of the kid and confirmed that the kid is under cryosleep. But much to her, she can't access her because of the container. So she took help of Decker and with the help of some programs he was able to open the container in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, Lindbergh asked Yoshida to search information about Decker. Once the container is open, Laura was able to take a close look and found out that there is some kind of machinery embedded in the girl's spine that she has never seen before in her life. After that, Laura sends a message to her sister about their findings and complaining about how long it takes for a message to deliver. But much to her surprise, she got her sister reply in 20 minutes, which led to her suspicious list. Few minutes later, Lindbergh calls everyone on the deck and told that Yoshida discovers that someone has manipulated the crychamber's logs. And it comes out that Decker had been woken on regular basis. But Decker defends himself as this is part of his duty to check on everyone and the ship. But Lindbergh suspects him as Lacroix's killer and tries to arrest him. But Decker tries to defend himself, but Prokop and Vespucci were able to overpower him. But in the struggle, Decker gets hurt and Laura ordered them to bring him in the medical bay to avoid any blood contamination. Started to take care of Decker's wound and also avoiding any kind of chit-chat. But Decker reveals that they are not going to Station 42 and they're actually going to Rhea and Decker is put back into cryosleep. In private, Laura as Yoshida to check ship destination and confirms that they aren't going to Station 42. And they also found out that it is the original plan from the beginning, since ship ordinates cannot be changed, and Yoshida went back to her station to find out more. While all other were drinking, they noticed conscious power fluctuation and Laura was worried about Yoshida, and she goes to check her and found her dead. Upon hearing, all the crew gather around and was in shock, and found out that Decker has escaped from the cryo chamber. The crew gets armed and goes looking for Decker. Laura and Vespucci found an open duct which makes them think Decker escaped to the other side. Thus, Vespucci follows it while Laura climbs this end and ends up finding a secret chamber full of trash. Suddenly, she was attacked by a stranger man, and in the struggle, she shoots him. And with the closer look, reveals the guy as terrorist Bruckner and his box full of his belongings. There, she finds photos of Machine Group, which later reveals Decker as part of them, and also a video showing machine strikers growing food on Earth, with the help of greenhouse and purifying water. Later, they were able to find Decker and started beating him to reveal information. He explains that Riha is just a simulation, and people in chambers are used as neural units and government is lying to them. Decker admits Bruckner cracked up, but not Yoshida. Lindbergh orders Laura to go back to cryosleep. Getting suspicious, Laura takes out her gun, but to no avail, Lindbergh beats her and ties up. Lindbergh explains Riha is actually only a temporary simulation until they find a new planet to live. Meanwhile, Prokop and Vespucci takes Decker into different place and demand for an explanation. After knowing the full truth, they stood up against Lindbergh, hence capturing her and put her to cryosleep. In the medical bay, Laura was able to wake up the kids safely. Decker apologizes for lying and asks for Laura help. Laura accepts it as long as he rescues her sister from the simulation. Then all the crew make plan to end this, hence they come up with a plan. They will complete their journey to Station 42, on which Decker will send a message with the truth to the Earth. Then they will blow up the antenna. When they finally arrives to Station 42, they got 30 minutes to complete their mission before the transfer process is over. Prokop and Vespucci secretly work against the plan as they want to get connected to Riha for this. They need Lindbergh keycard, for which Vespucci burns his hand from cryosleep liquid to get the keycard, while Prokop reprograms the unloading process from 30 to 10 minutes. Next, they access the cargo bay and disconnect 2 people to take their place. Meanwhile, Decker goes out into the space to put explosives in the antenna before he goes looking for Ariane container, luckily finding it. Laura's suite started malfunctioning, and Decker explains that the people in the simulation can't be just disconnected without killing them. So Laura decided to join the simulation to leave message for her sister. At that time, the cargo started delivering, which means they just have few minutes before the ship leaves. Laura got connected and was amazed to see the forest and end up finding her sister in a home and crying, but run into the forest to record the truth of the simulation and reviling the government strategy, and was finished right before Decker wakes her up. Laura's jetpack is damaged, so Decker gave her his, which means only Laura can return into the ship, and Laura does to want it. Decker reminds she is the only proof they have TP save Earth and people. Suddenly, the engine starts. Pushing away the duo, Decker used this push to leave Laura and lost into the space, and with greed, Laura returned to the ship and ship started return journey to Earth. Laura goes to find the girl and bumps into Lindbergh. A fight ensues between them, and when Lindbergh used the axe, she accidentally breaks a gas tank. Laura uses this to push Lindbergh into the airlock and ejected her out into space, after which she finds the kid and started a new routine with her. The messages arrives on Earth and letting people know the truth. Thanks for watching. Please do like the video and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to never ever miss any update.